Alright, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Daily Dungeon Diving. Today will be my ninth trip into the dungeon, and I just want to mention a couple of things before we head on in. First of all, through the last couple of runs, I've kind of determined that 240 armor is enough to get Desecrators down to 24 HP, or 24 HP, 24 damage rather, which makes Bitter Tinctures rather useful for dealing with them. However, it does not bring Forsaken down to 19. I also tested 250 armor with this setup, and it brought Desecrators down to 23 damage. However, it still did not bring Forsaken down to 19, which is my target. And I figured, okay, well, if 240 doesn't do it, and if 250 doesn't do it, 260 has to do it. And I think I've had that confirmed to me by people on Discord now, that 260 will indeed take Forsaken down to that amount. Now, the tricky part is, how do you get to 260 armor? Now, you can go ahead and do full Tier 3 armor, filling the helm, gloves, and boot slots, which are empty over on the right side of the screen. You can do that. That will give you exactly 260 armor. And that's one way to go about it. Personally, I think making the helm, the gloves, and the boots just to get to full 260 is a little pricey for my taste. So instead, I'm gonna do what was it? Where was the? Oh right, I need the gloves. I was like, wait a minute, I thought that got me to 260. Right, I need the chainmail gloves. So instead, what I'm gonna do is, or was it the gloves? Was the gloves or the hat? It was one of them. I'll see here in a second. Was it the gloves? No. Okay, so it was the hat. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me just throw those in there real quick. I put those back in there. Okay. So if I'm going to go for 260 armor for the Desecrators and the Forsaken, this is how I'm going to do it, guys. Bronze armor is a little bit expensive. However, if you're only making the chest piece, and I'll go in here real quick, guys. If you're only making the chest piece, this is what it takes. And if you look at the Copper Halberd, it actually helps a little bit in one sense, in that it doesn't take up any leather. However, it takes up 4 more thick cloth, and it's going to take up 16 normal cloth, which means it's gonna take up a lot more of your cloth. And the Copper Halberd here only requires 4 copper ingots, whereas this requires 7, in addition to 3 more in order to make these 3 bronze ingots. So it's 10 bronze ingots, and as opposed to 4. And I guess if we count each of those thick cloth as 2 normal cloth, that would be, what, 28, 38, 44 cloth as opposed to 20. So really, it's like double the cloth, double the copper, but you don't have any leather requirements, which can help you a little bit if you're struggling for leather. But I just figured that's a lot cheaper than, well, in addition, I'm still going to need the kettle hat, but it's a lot cheaper than making this as well and this as well, at least in terms of leather. Oh my goodness, that would be an extra 12 leather, that would be an extra 6 rope, which I haven't even been using for that, another 11 thick cloth, so it's just kind of not really what I want to do. So yeah, this is going to kind of be what I want to use in order to reach that number that I need. So that being said, that also gives me the opportunity to use the extra quick slot, which I haven't really been using since like the first or second run. So that's another thing. The second thing I want to note, and actually let me run out of the zone real quick because I'm eating up my food and water meters. The second thing I want to note is this is going to be my first dungeon run with my new setup, I guess I would call it. Really, all I did is change the room that I'm recording in. Normally, I have been recording all of these videos from my living room couch, just because it's convenient. It's right next to my charger and everything, my phone. I've got plenty of space on the couch for my notebooks and anything else I might want to grab and take a look at. I guess with it being a very large open room, if I turned away and wasn't speaking directly into the microphone, then it would kind of cause this sort of distorted, echoey voice that you could barely hear. You couldn't really tell what I was saying, and it was a problem. I've been looking for other ways to potentially fix that without having to change rooms, just because it was kind of inconvenient to do so. But now I am recording in my bedroom, and hopefully this will work out better. Hopefully I won't have any of those instances where my voice just fades off into the distance and you can't hear what the hell I'm saying. I did a quick sound check, and it seems like it fixes that issue. Hopefully it's not just an issue with the microphone where it just kind of cuts off for a couple seconds or something like that. That would be unfortunate and probably something I would not be able to fix. But nonetheless, yeah, I believe that's pretty much everything that I have to say. So without further ado, I guess we should get in there. Just want to check all of my, looks about in order. But you can tell I'm going to use, I did bring in some extra weapons. I had to resupply on cart fills anyway, so I brought down some one-handed swords and such that I'm gonna use. My next run, I believe I actually have all of the flange maces that are in my inventory and are chilling out here at the dungeon, the top of the dungeon. I believe this is all of the flange maces that I have in entirety. So once these are gone, they're gone. And I think my next run, I'm gonna try and do a run with nothing but cart fills and one-handed swords for my basic weaponry. And use like bastard swords and halberds and whatever else I can for Forsaken and Desecrators. Just because I kind of want to see what the difference is in terms of not weapons used, but you know, whether or not that extra hit that the one-handed sword requires is really going to change the amount of damage that I take and the amount of armor and food that I end up using. Because I'm not sure if it will really be a significant amount. So that's going to be something I will be looking at. So without further ado, we are in, and we're going to check stuff out. But yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about or report on or anything like that. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Let's see. Damn it, that plague spawn spotted me from way over there? Really? I just wanted to see what the other enemies were. That jerk. Alright. I can effectively kite this leper soldier here. Very nice. Lag. Okay, come on now. Don't make this difficult for me now. Please don't do that. But yeah, the fact that I'm recording in a different room, that might make the audio levels a little bit unbalanced. I noticed in my sound test that my voice was a little bit overpowering. So I'm gonna try and speak a little bit quieter. I've also adjusted the game's volume a little bit. I'm not sure if I've adjusted it in the right way, but I've adjusted it nonetheless. So hopefully everything is good to go. But yeah, I do, even though 250 is not the number that I want to reach, I do have the gauntlets, they're in my inventory because I do need to continue testing durability moves on it, so this is actually a really bad situation. Poisoned again, lovely. Alright, moving on. Ursula, probably a possessed. Sounds like a possessed. It is, in fact, a possessed. Alrighty then, that's taken care of. Moving on to the next room. Oh joy. Now we get to, start taking different paths. Ooh, this is probably not the right way, considering how empty it is. So I'll go ahead and go down this way first. Most excellent. Probably gonna get spotted here. Yeah. Saw that coming a mile away. Is there anything of importance to really talk about? I guess I could mention that, once again, the developers are running another contest. They're running it on Discord and I believe a few other platforms. I don't know what other platforms because I haven't really investigated it in any kind of way. But I believe it is on Discord and probably on Facebook, I would imagine. And there may be a couple other places. I don't know what they would be, but probably are. And the contest, it basically boils down to they're looking for, you know, fans to go ahead and write up some clever little phrases that will pop up when we hit the soul marks on the ground. And I guess they're supposed to be for some new place that will be added to the game later. And all they've told us about it is that it is going to be one of the it's going to be like the most terrifying area in the game or something. So I don't know if that's supposed to be extra soul marks for like the second floor of the dungeon or what. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But yeah, it's a contest, and I believe the winner. What is the winner getting? The winner is getting I believe it is a full set of Tier 5 scale armor at full durability, as well as a +5 halberd, or a level 5 sharpened halberd at full durability. Let me see. Chest and 7 enemies are kind of spread out. What do we have over here? A dead end. Okay, so that was almost pretty much by process of elimination. That is the correct way to go. Question is, can I sneak by here without aggroing that enemy? The answer is yes. Very nice. Now, the other question is, can I sneak by here without aggroing that enemy? No. No, I cannot. What? There's something here on this corner that I cannot see, of course. It's just like it wouldn't let me off it, so I got stuck there. Because I knew if I went a little bit further up, this possessed just 100% would have spotted me and rushed me, and the whole point of that would have been kind of wasted. Oh well. Clipper Soldier hit me a couple of times, it ain't no big thing. Already have all of that completed. I haven't read it. I should probably read it sometime. I don't have a chest directly on the main path yet, except for this one. So once I've cleared this room, I'll go ahead and start stuffing things into the bodies. Alright, please, do things when I touch them. And then from here... Yeah, I'm not getting any more sneak attacks, so... Oh, hi, Forsaken. We are going to run the hell away from you. Take you... Oops, I missed the door. Forgot where it was, wasn't looking at the minimap correctly, and, just want to confirm this real quick. Yeah, that doesn't take it down to 19 damage. Excellent. Okay, so, from there, let me change to a bill, and dead. Thank you, friendo. Alright, so that does indeed confirm it. 260 armor will get you down to the amount of damage that I need to be taking from Forsaken. Most excellent. So, with the Forsaken out of the way, dead end ahead, in a room with 4 different ways to go. Yeah, nice. Tried to do a little double auto there, but it didn't work out as I was hoping. Okay, so from here, let me try get a sneak attack off on the guy over here. Works for me. And then we're gonna try and get a sneak attack off on this friendo over here. And actually, I'll show off again. This is why I haven't been using one-handed swords. Even with this enemy, bam, 49 damage. It leaves him with 1 HP. So that's pretty much been the reason why I don't use them in the dungeon. It's just they're just not good at all. Alright, so, third chest. Let me see what you have, friendo. Let's see what you have for the fox. Some jerky, okay. And chains and all that stuff. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a couple of things in here so that I have room to pick up other stuff. I'm just gonna pick it all up and put it all in the main loot chest along the correct path. But yeah, hopefully this new way of recording, or recording in my room as opposed to the living room, works out well. I have no idea if I'm talking too quietly now, or, I don't know, maybe not quietly enough. I don't know. We'll have to see. I will probably end this video here in just a little bit once I put everything in that main chest. And I will review at least a couple of minutes of the video before moving on, just to see if I need to mess around with any of the settings. But from what I did on my sound test, it sounded pretty decent. But it was just a little, my voice was just a little loud, so hopefully I'm compensating for that properly. But yeah. I guess recording in my room here, there's a little bit less of an echo, or at least it sounds like less of an echo on the recording. To my own ears, it sounds a little echoey in here, which is odd. I don't know why it would sound echoey in here to my ears, but on the recording it sounds perfectly fine. No idea why that is. But, hey, I won't question it. As long as it sounds good on the recording, I am happy with that. And then I just need to go all the way back to the first room, where I killed a bunch of things. Alright, and that is all of the things. So, yeah, this run's working out alright thus far. And, I'll go ahead and open this door here. We'll see what's in store for us in the next episode. Another Forsaken by the looks of it. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and equip my stuff real quick. And, oh, right, I need to grab my weapons back from the chest. Put a whole bunch of stuff in there so that it wouldn't take up a ton of space. I forgot about that. Alright, excellent. So, just, I'll move that there and that there for the time being. And if I see Forsaken, I will change to that. Actually, you know what? You know what? No. I do want that there. And if I take a barrel of honey, as soon as I aggro him, that will probably be better for healing for the Forsaken. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's enough of me mumbling here at the end. I will see you guys on the next episode of Daily Dungeon Diving. Until then, guys, take care.